Hey guys, this is Edward Mintz and his 1949 Chevy 3100 pickup truck. Ed, tell us a little bit about your truck here.
Well, it's my 49 Chevy pickup. Had it about 3 years now. I'm the fourth owner on it, actually, from research. It has 96,000 original miles still. I'm still running a 216 motor with the 6-volt system. Has a floor starter on it.
Yeah.
All I did to it is dress it with the white walls, and of course I put its stances to our needs for our tires, to get it lower in the stance on it. But
Right.
I do all the work on it myself. Anything it needs, or mechanically paint body, we have a few guys in house that do that for us, but I do most of the labor on it.
Right. Now, as far as you know, this was a New Mexico truck, right?
This is a New Mexico truck, and the family is still alive in South Valley. I see them from time to time. They notice their truck, and they're happy to see it every once in a while,
That's awesome. That's awesome. You've got a couple of things in here. Something a little bit unique. I want you to go in there and fire off the siren for us here.
And that is, the warning, like the bombs are coming, and that's basically what we call our older vehicle, or bombs,
Right, right.
So that's what the deal about the siren is,
Yeah. Some of those vehicles back then had those on them like that, didn't they?
Right.
Now, along with you keeping this a 6-volt system and stuff, if I remember correctly, even your wipers are like old vacuum line wipers.
Right.
And,
That works with the intake, right?
and like you say, when you, the faster you go, the faster the wipers move. Same with the
Right.
heater
The heat.
situation
Right.
everything else. But great job of keeping this thing all original like that,
Right
man.
on. Well, thank you, and you'll be seeing more trucks. I'm the truck guy, so I'm always going to be in the truck.
Hey, man, you can't go wrong with the truck, I got to
no.
tell you.
No, they're beautiful. They're just as nice as the cars,
Absolutely. All right, I appreciate it.
All right,
Thanks a lot, Ed.
You guys have a good day.
You too. When you think about caddies, the 67 Coupe de Ville is one that you just gotta think about. It's an awesome car. This particular one belongs to Jonesy Zamora. Jonesy, can you tell us a little bit about your 67 Caddy here?
Well, I bought this car from a guy that had it in his backyard. It needed a motor, so I put a 472 in it, and it usually comes with a 429, I think. And I put a 472 in it. I put airbags on it. I put some Supremes centers, 15.7 centers with 205s, and I suede it hot rod black flat with flames, with orange and white flames with a little bit of metal flake. It's got airbags in the back. I just recently put airbags on it, and it just drives great. I have no problems with the car at all. I plan to resand it again and redo the paint job here pretty soon. But it's basically a daily driver. You'll basically see this car around Albuquerque quite a bit because I drive it most of the time. It's not a trailer queen. And I also mess around with the hot rods. I build hot rods, rat rods, drag cars. And right now I'm building an old Gasser 53 window business coupe.
Nice.
And
Now this is, I don't know if I've seen another chopped Caddy here in New Mexico at all. Do you know of any other ones? Or?
no, presently I don't think there are any chopped Cadillacs that I know of. I know I had the first chopped Cadillac in Albuquerque, and I've never seen another one, so it's possibly that they might be doing it now. I don't know, somebody might be chopping a Cadillac, but I seen one guy that did it, but it was a total mess, you know what I mean? And I think I saw it in the junkyard because he never did it right, and it was in the junkyard. So, but this is the only one that I know in New Mexico that's chopped, and I wanted to do a chopped Cadillac because I like sleds. I'm a sled guy, so basically, this is the only chopped Cadillac that I know that's around.
Nice. You know, that chop top like that makes that back end look like it goes on forever. And
Yeah,
I think you even told me that some people have asked you if this was a 4-door that you took down, and wondering if that's why that back end is so long looking. But it's literally that's the original, and it's just that chop top like that makes it look so long and lean.
Yeah, it's a lot of people tell me if I added to the car to make it longer, and I said no, or else they ask me if it's a 4-door that I made it a 2-door, and I say no, it's just by chopping. When you chop a car, it just makes it look longer. It's almost, the car's almost 20 feet long. So in parking, if I park it in a parking space, it probably sticks out another 3 or 4 feet than a normal car.
Right.
Yeah.
They don't make them that way anymore, do they?
Yeah, this is a battleship.
Well, hey, man, Jonesy, we appreciate you sharing this 67 Caddy with us, and this is a great-looking car.
Great. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you. I sure appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Yep. You know, every once in a while you come across a ride that, well, just is indescribable pretty much. So we're with George Hahn right now, and he has one unique ride that he's going to share with us here at the Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta. George, tell us a little bit about this.
Well, first of all, I'm a balloonist, and for a while I owned a manufacturing plant in North Carolina, and I happen to have this basket sitting up there that's unairworthy. And a very close friend lives in Tucson that builds hot rods and all. And we decided to start building basket cars. So this is a Balloon Works basket. The engine's a 1979 Chevrolet 454. The frame is 1949 International pickup, and the rear end is a 2001 Dodge Dually. So it's sort of like that old Johnny Cash song, you know. It's a 4950, 5152, a little of everything there.
Exactly.
So we built this just to sort of have fun out here at the Balloon Fiesta and give some of our crew and passengers and friends all rides.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, it sure attracts the attention. As you've been driving around here, I've noticed that it catches everyone's eye and everyone is pointing, and what is that, you know?
Well,
so
you know, we came down here to sort of look at the car show and all because we really appreciate those. Right. And they're pointing at us and we're pointing at them, so it's a lot of fun.
This gives new meaning to the term basket case, I guess. So, you know, boy, what a really unique ride. How many people will this thing hold?
Should I tell them what I've been telling? No. We're at about low limit right now because we're rubbing on the wheel wells right now. Need to put a little more spring under it, I guess.
I see. Or you're going to have everybody like do a weigh off before they get in, right?
Yeah. No, we'll just put one more in.
Yeah, that might get you more trouble than it's worth right there.
It. Yes, sir.
Well, George, I'll tell you what. This is kind of an ambassador for the Balloon Fiesta as far as I'm concerned. I mean, this is one unique ride.
Thank you.
And I see that it's bringing lots of smiles to a lot of people.
A lot of people.
Yep.
We finish flying balloons, we go fly the basket car.
That's great. Man, we appreciate you sharing this unique ride with us.
Thank you.
Thanks, George.
Have a great day. Enjoy the Balloon
Fiesta.
Fiesta.
Thank you. We're here with the Night Owl, AKA Michael Martinez. Man, he has an amazing looking 48 Chevy. Michael, tell us a little bit about this car, would you? It's got some history, doesn't it?
Oh, it's got some New Mexico history, that's for sure. It's a northern New Mexico car. Way back, you know, back in the 50s and stuff, my dad, you know, used to cruise this around, take my mom on, you know, dates and stuff, and sold it, went to the service, blah, blah, blah. We lost touch. One day, 4 years ago, well, actually 3 years ago, 08, I was going up Cuesta, New Mexico, up in northern New Mexico, and I happened to glance, and there it was. Inquired about it, ended up being, you know, the whole situation there. I purchased it. I, you know, with some friends from my club, and my girlfriend, my son, we all just got it all together, you know, took it apart. Been processed about 4 years, and so far so good, you know.
Now, you've kept this car pretty original, haven't you?
Yes, everything's original, motor, tranny, rear end, everything, airbagged it, you know, redid it all, the motor, did a lot of body work. Yeah. You know, glass work, all the accessories and stuff like that. And, you know, with the help of my car club members, Jerome, Rocha, Edward Mance, did some wiring for the airbags. And a friend of mine, Anthony Trujillo, did all the body work. And another club member of mine, Gary, did all the paint job and everything on it. And so far, so good. You know, we're just...
Yeah, it's a beautiful car, and again, pretty much all the work done in New Mexico. All local folks, friends.
Yep.
vendors
Everything
and
in my
stuff.
backyard. Everything in the backyard.
That's awesome, man. That's the way to do it. Boy, it's just a beautiful, beautiful 48 Chevy. And Michael, we really appreciate you showing it to us.
Thanks, no problem. I love to cruise it around New Mexico. It's a driver every day. We go out to the grocery store to pick up the potato and beans, and it's a runner every day. We drive it. Car shows, functions, the church, wherever it's happening. Balloon Fiesta. What more do you want? You know what I'm saying?
That's right, a true New Mexico classic right here. I'm here with Frank Chavez. He's the president of the Duke's Car Club. He's got a beautiful example of a 62 Chevy Impala convertible that's pretty much all original. And he's got some incredibly unique accessories on this thing. Frank, tell us a little bit about your car here.
Well, it's a 1962 Impala. It's a one-owner car with 90,000 miles. It was acquired out of California. It was sitting in an airplane hangar for about 15 years before the gentleman passed, and it was acquired and picked up by my son, Johnny Chavez. We've owned the car probably about 2 years now. We have not done nothing to the car except put tires on it and drive it. Also added one airbag system, air ride system to it so it could sit very low. But as you can see, the car has never been painted, upholstered, or wrecked. So you're looking at a 90,000 mile original car.
That's beautiful. Now this thing has a 283 in it, guys, which came standard pretty much. I guess you could get a 6-cylinder probably too back at that time.
Right, they were offered with a 6-cylinder 283 and a 327 and of course the big block 409.
Right.
This happens to be a 283 car, automatic with power steering. Again, even the battery cables are original on this car. Nothing has been touched. That's what makes it very unique. If you walk down this way to the vehicle and look at it, upholstery is completely original and has never been done. Inside the car, it's equipped with a lot of accessories as far as compass. There's a car seat in it. There's a hazard light in it. There is your coin ashtray. And there's also several Smokey ashtrays that were back in the day. Smokey was a very popular guy as far as preventing fires.
Right.
And back in the 40s, 30s, 60s, everyone smoked,
Yeah.
unfortunately. But you find all those knickknacks now, very hard to find, and that's what makes it unique is when you get the car and all the goodies to it.
Right.
I do run the Duke's Car Club here in Albuquerque. We're out of Los Angeles. We started in 1962, which makes us the oldest club in existence. We have a 50-year anniversary coming up next year. We'll be traveling throughout the world to represent our 50-year status. I am also the owner of probably about 22 cars, anywhere from 30s to 60s. And our motto is we're a family-orientated club, and we like to preserve the original status of the vehicles. We do some customs, we do lowriders, we do originals, but our goal is to try and preserve the history of these vehicles. Example like the car seat. You will not find those things, and if you do, good luck how much it's going to cost you.
Yeah, boy, that's crazy. I mean, we were just talking earlier, guys, about this car seat and what people would think of it today. It's pretty amazing that used to be considered something that would be a safer situation for a kid, but I guess that was one step above your mom reaching over with the arm, right?
Exactly. I've had several people here tell me today that they remember that car seat and the seat belt was the arm.
That's right.
You press the brake, hold the arm out, and everybody stepped back. So, back in the day, there was no such thing as seat belts. There was no such thing as safety, I guess you could say. I mean, the safety was your parents. That's the safety, and of course the steel of the vehicle. This is a real car.
Right.
This is not plastic. There's nothing plastic on this car.
That's right. I tell you what, a car like this today, running into a Toyota or Honda or something, would likely just total that thing out, and you'd take this and pound the fender back out, and you'd be good to go.
Exactly. One more thing about the car also, it's not just a 62 Impala. This is considered a golden anniversary car. Chevy made so many of these in 1962 to commemorate the 50 years of Chevy. It was an anniversary gold color. So a special color car, you can find 62s anywhere, but you won't find a gold one.
Boy, just a beautiful example of a great car here. And Frank, we really appreciate you sharing it with us. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir. And again, take care of your families, stay in touch with them, and stay strong. You know, it's a family-oriented thing. That's what we want to do, is keep families together.
Absolutely. I agree.
Thank you.
Thanks, Frank.
You have a good one.
Due to today's programming length, we could not get all the vehicles on today's television program, but you can see more videos at NewMexicoRides.tv. Again, be sure to stop by New Mexico Rides website for additional videos. And for those of you who are Facebook fans, be sure to select to like us.
Hey, thanks for hanging with us today, and I hope you enjoyed the Fiesta of Wheels at the Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta. You know, we've got some really unique rides here, and it's obvious by today's cars that we took a look at. If you'd like to know more about New Mexico Rides and what we're about, what we do, different episodes, what's coming up, check us out on the web at www.newmexicorides.tv. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time for another exciting episode of New Mexico Rides.